Hey guys, today's March 25th. It's a beautiful Wednesday, and I wanted to give you guys a lecture on support because I get a lot of questions from students who say that their parents or their friends don't support what they do, and everyone around them is bringing them down and telling them that what they do won't work, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I think people seem to misunderstand that support comes for free. Like this idea that your parents, your friends, your coworkers will always support what you do because that's what a good friend does. I think people misunderstand this. Support has to be earned. And what I mean by that is this. Your parents most likely want what's best for you. Your friends, I'm sure a lot of them do actually want what's best for you. Even your coworkers, even strangers. I'm sure there's a lot of strangers out there who, when they look at you, they want what's best for you. Your boss, etc. The reason they don't support your actions is largely because they're not convinced that what you do is good for you. They're not convinced that what you do is good for them, right? We can go the selfish route, which is that your parents want what's best for you because what's best for you is probably best for them. Your friends, likewise. Your friends want what's best for themselves. And well, if you became a very rich, successful person, if you became a very competent person, that would probably help them as well, right? Just because they're your friends. They're nearby. If you make a bunch of money, it's more likely that they'll start to get some money, right? That you can help them out more, right? From a selfish point of view, I want you guys to understand that your friends and family naturally will probably support things if they think that it's good for you and by extension, good for them. So, any of you guys who feel like your friends and family don't support you, I want you to understand that this is a skill issue on your part. This means that you are acting in a way that does not convince them that those actions are actually good for you. And you guys can test this out quite easily. If some of you guys start to go to the gym every single day, if some of you guys start to study as hard as you can in school and your parents see you studying all the time, I can almost guarantee that you'll get their support. Your parents will probably support you going to the gym, taking up a sport, working on your schoolwork, right? They'll probably support that. Why? Because they think that what you're doing is good for you. If your parents don't support you working on your business, if your parents don't support you doing X, Y, or Z, it's because they're not convinced that X, Y, or Z is actually a good use of your time. And maybe it is a good use of your time, but it doesn't matter if it is. You have to convince them it is, right? A lot of students actually do this very well. There's some students who I can see that their family supports how hard they work on their business. And there's other students who I see that their family doesn't. And the only difference is it's not because the parents are different. It's because the student has showcased to some parents that they actually are, this is very good for them. And other students haven't even tried to showcase this, right? Other students, they're like, oh no, I'm in my room, I'm working on my business. And well, they've never tried to explain to their parents what their business is. They've never tried to explain to their parents why it could work. And even if they've tried to explain it, maybe some of them can't do it well, right? Support is earned, guys. It's a sales skill. It's a skill that you're going to need to continue to develop over time. You need to get good at the ability to convince people that what you're doing is a good thing. It's not only important for your parents, it's not only important for your friends, it's not only to get support from your family and friends. It's also useful to just get support overall, right? If you are a business person, you're looking to get someone to invest into your business, you're going to need to be very, very good at explaining to them why you're worth investing into. You need to be good at explaining to them why what you're doing is so good, it deserves sacrifice from them. They should give you money so you could do it. That's how good it is, right? Support is just sales. Getting support is just selling what you do as positive for both you and the people around you. So for any of you guys who feel like you don't get support at all, I have this assignment for you. And that is very simple. I want you guys today, at some point, maybe to talk with your parents, maybe talk with your friends. I want you to somehow, in a way that doesn't seem forced to them, bring up the topic of your business or what you learned today while working on your business and try to make them understand that you are spending your time in a wise way that is helping develop you. It's not wasting your time. It's actually using your time in a very productive manner. I want you guys to try to convince at least one person you know that you're spending your time wisely when you're spending it on your business. I want you guys to try today to try and convince someone that what you're doing is actually good for not only yourself, but the world at large. To not only explain that maybe you'll make money this way, but also even just the experience of trying to do it is positive for you. Something as simple as like mentioning, oh yeah, a lot of my friends, they're playing a lot of video games. I decided to do this instead. I've been doing this. I'm testing on it. I'm not sure if it'll make me that much money. I'm still working on school. I'm still doing this and this and this. But I find that when my schoolwork's done, I'm doing this and working on my business. And whether it makes it or not, I think it's a good use of my time. Little things like this, guys. This is how you get support. Support, if you have no support from any of your family or any of your friends, I want you to understand it's one of two things. Either one, you've done poorly at showing and proving to the people around you that you're spending your time wisely. Or two, maybe you actually are spending your time horribly. Maybe you're flunking out on school. Maybe you don't leave the house ever. Maybe you're using your business as an excuse to just be lazy. I don't know. But this is something that I want all of you guys to understand. Support is not free. Support is not just something that you get just because you have parents, just because you have friends. It doesn't mean you automatically get support. Support must be earned. And I think the ability to get support from other people is a really important one. So your assignment today is to practice it. See if you can convince someone around you that you spend your time working on your business very wisely. See if you can get someone to support how you spend your time every single day. And when I say support, I don't mean that they help you. I mean that they believe in their own mind that what you're doing is good. Hopefully this makes sense and hopefully this helps.